So hi everybody, welcome to my review today. What I'm going to do is I'm reviewing a tool that I use every day of the week since I bought it 6 months ago. So it's the random orbital makita. So they call it the bo6050. So it's a little bit heavy. It's probably the best cheap mine on the market. It's $500 in Australian. I think it's about 300 American. So it's nice and cheap and it does the job. You have to buy a vacuum sander with it as well. To suck up all the dust and make sure you get it all. That's really good. So on the ram to order, we tie it on. It's got all the components in there that will slip it straight on. So you sand this, pretty much just a Velcro pad. As you can see, it's got a lot of wear and tear. It's 6 months old and I've taken it to nearly every single job that I've had. So it's beat up, it's had a lot of use and made a lot of money. So the sand pads that go on it, nice and cheap. SIAs, 40 grit we're using today on the Queenslander. So nice and cheap, they're 60 cents each and you burn through them pretty fast. So on here you got an edge guard, so if you're going up against windows and stuff, you can just run it right along there and you'll never touch inside that edge. So you won't damage your blade. But as you can see on the wall that I'm doing today, I've got nails sticking out in there. So they're sticking out, so it's starting to hit along the edge of my arm thing. Because I've just done a big wall down the side. It's taken me about half an hour. So if I was doing that with my other sanders, it would take me an hour and a half, something like that. So I've saved myself an hour of time, which is a lot when you're talking money, because it could be $60 on one little job. Then it's $100 and it's $2,000. So it's already paid for itself considering it's only $500. So as I was saying, this wall here, start to finish, took me half an hour just to sand down. Probably a little bit longer than I expected, but then we got nails sticking out here, there, and then, you know, there's more nails. They're all sticking out. It's a little bit dodgy, but you know, he sanded up quite nice. We went through about 4 pads on that wall, just getting torn up. So about $5 to sand that wall, half an hour. So you know, $15 in labour. So it saved me a lot of money. Could have taken me an hour and a half to do that, maybe 2 hours. But it's a nice size wall. So one each side, and then we're going to tackle the back now. So what we're going to do is we'll take off the guard. So just a clip off guard. So nice and easy to do there. So you're going to put it in grind mode. You get that gear. So then you get that and then it's locked in. And then you can wind it off. So changing that out is quite easy. They're only about $70. So it's good to have a spare instead of waiting until it breaks and then going to get another one. Keep a spare on you. Little tracking back on. Nice and simple, and then he's back in there. Another thing I do recommend, because I've been using it for 6 months now, is this little plastic sleeve. Useful for the vacuum, but the wear and tear on the outside here, because it's only plastic, our last one just snapped off after 6 months. That's even with taping it on there. So it's just wear and tear. It's only $15 to get a new one. So I always recommend to keep 1 or 2 in the tackle box, just in case it does go, because you know, you're on a big job like this, and if you got to wait for a special order, it's 3 weeks, and then you're down tools. When if you just keep one and then order another one when it breaks, even better. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the two modes. So you got your raminal mode, so nice and smooth, and then you got your grind mode, which is your geared mechanism, so it won't turn backwards and it's grinding, so it's pretty harsh when it goes. We'll put our little guard on. We're going to leave that guard off. So it's clipped in. Alright, so we're just going to grab the new sandpaper. Alright, so we've got our sandpaper. We're using 40 grit today on this old Queenslander shed. So we've done the house. The house is a big Queenslander, but as you can see, there's big flaky paint. It's been neglected for a long time. So 40 grit is just going to eat that off the walls. So this is where you save a lot of money, because you try and scrape that off, this will just take it off nice and easy. You line up your holes, put it on there. So you set it on grind mode. What we'll do is we'll put it on random just to show you what that's like. And then you see how we washed it down, it's all furry and stuff, so that'll get it nice and smooth. So random, you can use one hand. So you turn it on. So that's 40 grit paper on the random order. So nice and easy, one hand. This machine is slightly heavy, but with the power that it's got, you probably want it heavy. So that is nice and smooth. You could probably go smoother if you wanted to, and that's like all rough. So that's random. So if you want to just plod along, that'll get you a nice smooth finish, and when you paint that, your customer's going to be over the moon, you know. Alright, so let's get into some chunky stuff. So that was only a little bit like that. So we're going to hit that with the grind mode, and then we're going to come down here and watch it work. So we click it over, wait for it to click, so it's locked in. Let's have a look. So nice and smooth again. A lot easier to take off those loose chunks. So these ones here, they come off really easy. But it's this that we want to get into, where you can sit there for an hour with the water blaster trying to get it all off, or you can use this for a minute and then take it off just as easy. So let's have a go. Not a full minute type thing, but you know, if you want to save yourself not stripping a house with strippers and chemicals and spending 2 days, 3 days doing that, you can just spend an extra half a day with the sander and take it all back off the bear and just prime it up and ready to go. So that's just my honest review of the machine that I love using, and I use it all the time. It stays with me in my trailer. It's not a job that I don't use it. I use it inside when I'm doing plastering because it just sucks up all the dust, so it saves me cleaning as well. So I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.